Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful spirit lights. We are live, just getting to some of my settings here so that we can open this up. Let's see. This one. Excellent. We are getting there. Oh, and of course the kitties are all awake now and they're meowing at me. They want some love and attention. Oh, good. Hello, Mother. Let's see, I'm still working this out here. How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Let's see here. Okay. Now I'll be able to see comments and everything as we go. So if you, is the sound okay, everyone? Well, my goodness. Hello, Kaylee. I didn't actually check the sound, and I did say hello to my mother, but my lips were probably moving, and there was no sound because in my infinite wisdom, I did not double check the settings right before I popped on. But hey, let's just double check them now. Okay. And all right. Janet, hello. Good to see you. Richard, you can all still hear me, right? Because I changed a sound section, and actually I am going to add some people here as we go. So hopefully it still sounds good. Good to see you and kitties. Hope you're well. Yes, great. Thank you. Kitties are, oh, they disappeared. It must be something about when I turn on the camera or something that they exit stage left. I don't know. They're probably wondering why, because in my apartment, I actually have to close all the blinds because I face west. So there's this glaring thing that comes in. But yeah, so welcome to all of you that are coming online. Some of you are here for the very first time, so welcome. Some of you are my repeats. Thank you so much, ever so much gratitude for all of you that are coming. So good morning, good afternoon, happy end of your week. Welcome to TGIF for the Curious and Enlightened end of the week wrap up. I'm your host, Debbie Taitel from Spirit Light Insight. Most of you know me, but some of you might not at this point. So how's everyone doing today? It has been an absolute crazy week for me, including today, and I never get headaches or anything. My mother will attest to that I never get, I really very rarely, if ever, get any kind of sickness or anything like that. And I was fine. I was going along. I was creating what I wanted to say today. I was kind of just getting my thoughts together earlier, and I ended up with this like crazy sinus headache, and I think it's because of the smoke from the Canadian fires. Richard, are you anywhere near the fires? Because you're up in Canada. I'm just wondering how those are faring for you. I'm in Chicago, so they're not as bad. But if my eyes are tearing, and right now I have a cat hair on my nose. This is a very human, live is very human experience. You get all of me, however it is. But this has been just a crazy week. It was like this weird roller coaster of emotions. Like one minute I was happy, the next I was angry, the next I was peaceful, the next I was annoyed. It was this insane mix. I found myself going outside a lot, uh, and just trying to get my thoughts together, but it was really an emotional roller coaster. And the bottom line is that the energy is super stirred up. The earth's energy is super stirred up. And, I started to say, well, oh, it's just stirred up for me, but the actual energy of the earth when I took a read on it is very stirred up. So, Richard responded, so you're more to the west of the stream. It's not too bad. Did any of you see the YouTube videos? It or any of the news like here in the US, but it's been horrible. Like in New York, I've seen pictures. It's just this orange mucky haze. But we're still getting it here. The air quality is really bad. But Ming, thank you so much for being here. And it's better today with the air. I bet you and Albert are just kind of having a time. But greetings, Angela from New Zealand, right? So we're on the other side of the world. So thank you for coming. Yay! I'm excited to have all of you here. Thank you. So today is going to be really special. With what we're going to be doing, because I was inspired, and I'll tell this story later, but I was inspired to do this violet flame group healing. And so everybody who sticks around is actually on the healing. You're all going to get a healing, so please stick around for that, because it's pretty amazing. I experienced it first. I am also taking healing requests. So and this is all going to be during our meditation reset for the week. But if there's someone you'd like to add to our healing, please post their name in the chat so I can make a note of it. I've already got a list going here with some folks who messaged me earlier, but certainly put in the chat, and I'm going to try to catch every single person who and Mom, you're actually the first one on the list. So, and some others, even in spirit, we can wish those in spirit to have a healing as well. Those who have transitioned and crossed over. So, yeah, this has been a really rocky, rumbly week. We are seeing power structures crumbling. I have a section, I'm going to talk about that, but the power structures are really kind of crumbling, and people are starting to look for themselves. And that's the most important thing, is not just listening to what somebody tells you, but listening with discernment and actually listening to your own intuition and some of your own truth. And it doesn't mean that your truth is the only truth or the absolute truth, because we all see through our own filters and our own experiences. But the fact is, don't just blindly listen and follow, including to me, but be able to pull your energy in and wrap it around you, and have your own discernment as you move through, because it's really, really important. So this week we've got those wildfires in Canada, and the one thing that I heard just energetically when I'm talking about the earth being stirred up, there's lots of earthquake activity. So if any of you do ground and run your energy or have any kind of method like that, be super aware of how much earth energy you're actually bringing in, or when you connect with the earth. It's very stirred up and churned up. But the sad part is, in some of this, that I heard that, I don't remember where I heard it. I don't know if I read it. Oh, your phone is getting a funny static? Ooh, I don't know if that's... me or well, welcome. Hopefully you won't get a static sound. Let's see if I can make some adjustment. It's bouncing your phone a little. Hello to Harish. Welcome. It's like a clicking. Is it still doing it? Because I'm clicking around trying to. I'll have to use some other method other than my mouse. My microphone's kind of sensitive. Has it stopped clicking? I promise you all I will get this. It's only when I talk. Oh boy. Let's see what's happening here. Give me a second to make some adjustments. See, can't do that. Thank you all for being patient while I set these things. Wonderful. Let's see if that has helped at all. Now it might be clicking because I'm clicking around the screen. But just let me know if it's still clicking. Because I've got everything set. Oh, it's fixed. Oh, so whatever I did just fixed. That's great. Thank you for letting me know. I can't fix it if you don't tell me. So thank you. You don't hear it anymore. Yeah, there was a setting, an HD setting apparently that I had to click to get rid of that. So, all right. Well, back to our regularly scheduled conversation. So there's wildfires burning in Canada, and what I heard, and it was probably on the news or somewhere, but I heard a statistic that most fires like these wildfires are started by people, whether it's by accident or whether it is on purpose. But I really got to looking at the energy of that, and of course, you know me, I will tie in everything to energy because everything is energy. So, really, these fires are actually these big, giant reminders of how interconnected we really are, how connected with the earth we are, how connected on the planet we are, and that every action and all the energy that we put out all has a ripple effect, and it affects other people. And in this case, and wildfires, they really can't be contained, right? They can be controlled, or excuse me, they can be contained, but they can't be controlled. And that's a thing to remember. Like, we can try to help, but there's no necessarily such thing as we put that out. That is Mother Nature doing its thing. And when there's a fire in nature, it's really a cleansing. When it is started by a human, we know, there's a space about climate change and all of that. But we are interconnected on all these different levels, especially the spiritual and the physical. Physically, we're connected by the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. So somebody starts a fire, some in Canada, or there is a fire, right? It affects people on the other side of the border or the other side of the world. Yeah. We share the same planet and the same resources. And everything that happens is all that is going on with all of us, right? It affects every single person. If one person speaks angry words, it affects everyone. And Richard is saying it seems symbolic to the changes we're going through. And you know what? It absolutely is symbolic. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to address it. This weekly wrap up isn't, or it may not be every week, but this wrap up really has a lot to do with these major energies that all of us are working. Hello, Margaret. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. People are starting to come on. It's very exciting. I likened it. So I've been teaching this class called Embrace the Goddess, and we've been looking at power and power structures and personal power and everything. And one of the things that I said the other night that struck a couple people, but it's sometimes I say things and then when I look at them later, I'm like, wow, that's really amazing how connected we are and how all of these things affect everyone. And that's, that whole bit about 6 degrees of separation, and we can all go back to like this one person. So anything, if you speak angry words, it's going to affect the person you're saying them to, and then it's going to affect their people in their lives and so on and so forth. It's really a huge ripple effect. Emotionally, we're connected by our shared humanity. And so these are things we just really want to keep at being aware of. Yeah. And Margaret saying, I'm really riding a positive energy wave. Everything is opening up as I get rid of more and more. It's crazy. My brother mentioned it. Yes. The more we let go, the more others can let go as well. And by the way, congratulations, when your brother starts mentioning it, then you really, congratulations. That's a big deal. My brother, so my brothers don't really poo-poo what I do. In fact, they're very supportive of what I do, albeit there's probably some skepticism there, I would think. And then every now and then I get a text, like I got a text yesterday from one of my brothers that said, hey, my friend's son is having brain surgery. Could you do that thing you do? And of course, I will do that thing I do. I will always do that thing I do. So yeah, when people start recognizing that, that's really quite something, it really is. And Margaret's also saying watching my words is huge. By the way, the reason that I'm repeating some of these things is because not everyone, well, I guess you can see it on the screen when I put it up on the screen, but watching our words is really big, and we're all trying to live it because of this shared humanity. I think sometimes we do forget and create these big divides, especially in politics. Yeah, we create this divide. Someone, I won't mention any names, got indicted here in the US, and people were cheering and really excited, but that's not helping the energy of healing. That's not healing it. Yeah. In any way. And what we all need to do is take that space and really regroup. Yeah. We all experience the same range of emotion, from joy to sadness to love to hate. Although I don't know so much about hate. I see hate as being fear and recoil. So, but yes, we all have that same range of emotions. That clicking, I don't know where that clicking is coming from. Might be my jaw, who knows? Oh, thanks for this reminder, Margaret. Part of the 4 agreements is be true to your word and speak with healing in mind. I think we should all decide to do that for this next week coming up. Wouldn't that be great? Or month or year, or decide for the rest of our life? But we're so interconnected that when one person is happy, it makes us happy, and when one person is sad, it makes us sad. We see things on the news and things like that. But I don't know if you've ever experienced it. I know I've experienced it where I call it random, like random sadness. Don't know where it comes from, and it can be from anywhere. It can be from the guy you passed by in the street. It can be from the, fast food. If you eat fast food, I don't eat fast food. But it can be coming from everywhere. And in fact, in this interconnected web, in the World Wide Web, right, that's one of the reasons it's called that way. That is because we're all connected through this, only now we're connected through video. We're connected through the ability to have chats here, where I can be sitting here and I'm streaming on Facebook and I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitter all at the same time. So yeah, and our words, how we speak, it is about intention. And the one thing I will say about that is no matter our intention, sometimes people don't hear us the way we intend it because they're so hurt or they're so fearful or whatever they are going through, whatever challenges are happening there. They may not be able to hear us no matter how well-meaning, how loving, or how our intent is. So we just want to, it's really all about our awareness. Culturally, we're connected by shared history and traditions. And it really, I talked about it, I think last week, about like banned books and things like that, and history that's starting to get changed, and oh, this didn't happen or that didn't happen. But history is history and traditions are traditions, and can we honor all of it? That's really where some of our discernment has to come in. What is true, what we are discerning. So although we come from these different cultures and everything, we share so many common values and beliefs. But make no mistake, we are all connected sort of at that physical level in the 3D world by a global economy as well. So that's really, that's really something. So we depend on each other. We depend on other countries. We depend on look what happened to the supply chain during COVID. Holy cow. Yeah, it's just amazing. So that's some of the energy that's stirred up this week. And I think that's the biggest, even though, we all have our little micro challenges and what's going on in our worlds, or we don't feel good or we feel better. But when we look, and as Richard said, it's so symbolic that we have to remember, when we look at these fires and use them as a reminder that we're all part of a global community, and our interconnectedness is why we all have a reaction or a feeling when we see these stories like the wildfires, even if they don't affect us. And of course, if they affect us, there are others that our reaction or our experience is affecting them. And those, whatever that 6 degree, didn't they call it, like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something? I think that's how it, I don't even know how that started. Does anyone know how that started? Post it in the comments. But it's really, it's an incredible thing when you start thinking about our connections. Like, think about how many people you know. And it's not about, I'm not talking about, how many friends you have on Facebook that you know personally or don't know personally. It doesn't matter how many followers you have or, people. I mean, I'm so excited that you are all here because it's It's amazing to actually be able to have a conversation with a bunch of people. It's really nice. Um, but yeah, it's from Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Separation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that exactly came in, but everything affects everything, and it can. I don't know that it goes back to one person, right? It doesn't. Everything is energy. Technically, we are all one anyway, even with our beautiful personalities and all that we have to offer and give to people along the way. And that's what's important as we go. So, hey, in our reset, we're going to be releasing kind of global energies. So wherever you picked up something from, whether or not you were directly impacted, we're going to include include in the path of the fires or in the path of the smoke. We're going to actually include that in all our healings. So if you're directly affected or you want your name specifically mentioned, because you're all going to be here, right? Right? Yeah, you're all going to stay. But you can also post in the chat, just drop your name in the chat. Or if you know someone that needs a healing, just put their name in the chat because I'm happy to add them. So again, I've already added some of you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And I love having you here at these lives. So I will continue to do them. And also, by the way, I don't know if any of you noticed, but I started uploading meditations and kind of these little I call it inspiration station on my YouTube, where it's going to be short, like under a minute little burst of inspiration. Usually it's going to be quotes or something like that. But you can go there and just get a little burst. I've got a heart chakra meditation that I'm doing and all of that. So, but thank you. I'm glad. And let's see here. Hang on. I have to scroll down. But thank you for being here. And let's see. Ming posted resets on the assumption that anyone involved in Hollywood within 6 steps. But hey, the bottom line is 6 degrees of separation is not just in Hollywood. Each and every one of us has that ripple effect. It's amazing. Let's see if I could get all this. What does Kevin Bacon have to do? Okay, I'm going to have to read this because it won't all fit in that little chat box. So Kevin Bacon, it resets. Oh, yeah. Posted any two people on earth are 6 feet or few. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. We are all connected. And some of you, so here's the fun thing. I know you see this on social media all the time, but do you remember how you know me? How you know me from? Like some of you I met here on Facebook, and then you became clients or students and friends. Some of you I went to high school with. Those of you who are here, some of you I met through Michael Arrington, our friend Michael Arrington, or AKA Esther Goldberg, AKA Paul Lind. Some of you took my meditation classes. I know you from a yoga center. Some of you were my I used to be a leader at a well-known weight loss company, not to give them any, kudos at this point, but so I know some of you from there as well. So it's fun. So 6 degrees is separation. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. As a result, the chain of friend of a friend statements can be made to connect any two people in a maximum of 6 steps. That's crazy. Well, I think, let's see, Ming, I met a whole bunch of people through you as well. And oh, thank you, Janet. And welcome to my YouTube family, Janet. I'm thrilled that you're here. And we're going to have a meditation shortly. So, but this is, and again, put in the names. I have like little reminders. And by the way, my clicking, I'm sorry. It's I'm trying to it clicks when I don't know that my mouse will go any softer. So I will ask some people who do this all the time, who are super good at this, like how they navigate that without the, let's say, the clicking in the computer. So anyway, well, gosh, we're at the first half hour mark. So I want to just give a little reminder that if you're not subscribed to the channel, all you have to do is, if you're on YouTube right now, there's probably this little disc in the corner. It's not on Facebook, but you can always click on any of my or message me if you want my YouTube handle. But if you're on YouTube, you can just click that little subscribe button in the lower. Whoops, I'm doing it again. I'm not mirroring, but it's in this corner. It's in this corner. I think it's in this corner. It might be at the other corner. Anyway, I'm not good at that. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, please, and feel free to share it. It's all here for you. If you would like to have a reading, I can be reached at spiritlightinsight.com. All of my information, and I'll be honest, I didn't put it up in the description right now. I will have it up by tomorrow, but you can go to spiritlightinsight.com. I knew there was something I forgot to add to the video, but it will be there. All of my information, or it might be there. I don't know. I'll have to go look again. spiritlightinsight.com, and actually you can go to online-booking there, and you can book a reading right through my site. So there we have it. So yeah, at the upper of the hour, I'm Debbie Taitel from Spirit Light Insight. Welcome. Something to do with the audio. Okay. Yes, welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Janet. We are going to get this figured out, because it shouldn't be. It's the only time I have issues is when I'm doing these, I think. So anyway, hopefully, let's see, we're going to do it silently via my, would you believe I have everything set up here on a laptop computer? Not the lights and the microphone. I have a big fat old microphone over here and all that. But let's see if it's better. Of course, it could be my voice clicking. So yeah, so now would actually be a really, really good time if anybody's interested. If anybody has anything that they want me to look at for just a quick second, nothing in particular, but something that's been on your mind, some kind of energy that you've been going through, some kind of who knows what, but drop your questions in the chat. I'm going to take like a little sip. My goodness. There, that's better. So it's TGIF for the Curious and Enlightened weekly wrap up. And I always say, grab a beverage. What's yours? I'm drinking refrigerator tea. I don't know if anybody makes refrigerator tea but me, but I make refrigerator tea and I love it. And this one I think is decaffeinated wild cherry something or another. So now the part about the violet flame, while I'm waiting for comments or questions, people to pop on, because this is what prompted me for all of this. Oh, you make sun tea in your driveway. I don't have a driveway. I'm in a condo, so I have to just put it in my refrigerator and wait 24, not really 24 hours, probably about 3 or 4 hours, and it makes tea. Tea infusers are absolutely the best, the best, the best. So what have you been going through all week? I mean, Margaret said she's sailing through. Others are, I can see, by your posts, what I have been seeing is that people are really getting out in nature. And I saw a really great quote about getting out in nature, and that nature sort of lends us her power for healing. She lends us her energy for a time just to help us uncover. So whether you do this kind of meditation, which is a conscious meditation that's going to help you kind of gain more awareness, getting grounded and centered and realigned in your space, you can get out in nature and do a whole reset. I've been doing it. I know Ming posts stunning, beautiful wildlife pictures and feeds the chipmunks, which it just makes me cry sometimes because I think it's so sweet. So if you really need, if you're in a space, don't sit inside, get outside and experience nature and just soak in the energy of Mother Nature and just let your thoughts kind of flow free. So why I wanted to do this group healing at this particular time is that I was meditating and clearing energy. I was preparing for my Embrace the Goddess class, which, by the way, has been amazing. I've got some folks here from that class, or at least they popped in earlier. I don't know if they're still here, but I was meditating and clearing my energy, and I was looking actually at power structures and how they're loosening up. It's almost like people have been numb and almost hypnotized by the energy of control. But, and I want to be really clear on this, power is not control. Power is not ego. Power is not ego and control at all. Yeah. And so I was just looking at this and clearing it for myself and clearing my own ideas of what is power, what is powerlessness. And the more clear I got, I was relaxing, and it was just really wonderful. And suddenly it was like I almost got a tap on the shoulder. I don't know how another way to experience it, almost maybe a subtle breeze across my face. I can't explain it. A knowingness, maybe. Have you ever had that happen to you where you just know, you have this feeling, you have this sense that you're being prompted to do something? And immediately I sort of heard spirit, or my spirit called me to tune in to this violet light. And it was violet sort of on the outside, and then just like this sort of flame where it would be sort of orange and pink and white and everything towards the middle. My spirit was calling me to that space. And the more I had my attention on it, then I knew that I was to bring it in through the top of my head and just sort of channel it through me for a healing. And it was so amazing and powerful that by the time I was done, it was like feeling completely cleaned out, feeling whole and complete, and with all this love and grace in my heart. And it was such an incredible experience. I kind of put it away, and then, because that was for me in my meditation, and then later in my Embrace the Goddess class, I was prompted, or literally told, my clairaudience kicked in. So that's your fifth chakra, your space where you can hear spirit. I don't know if you've ever heard of clairaudience, also your telepathy, and all of that is all part of that fifth chakra, that energy center. But I was prompted to offer it to the class. So it was not in my notes, it was not in any. Oh, one of my streams is having connection issues. That's never good. And I'm hardwired in. Well, anyway, hopefully you were all coming in, and I will say hello to Marianne. Hello, Marianne, and welcome. Ming, thank you so much for coming. I look forward to hearing the rest as you go through the meditation later, but thank you for coming if you're still here for a moment. But so when I was teaching, in the middle of teaching my class, I was told literally by Spirit to have the class experience it as well. And it was really a profound and beautiful moment to watch as a clairvoyant teacher, watch the whole room get brighter and brighter as everybody brought in the energy. So, sometimes my soul guides and speaks pretty loudly. And so I was also prompted, because again, it wasn't part of this weekly. And then it was like, no, you need to share it here. And so not only will I be sharing it here, but I will create a separate video to share in the next few days so that you'll just see it. And that'll be in the guided meditations, the brand new guided meditation section. There's only one meditation in there right now, and it was the one that I did for the strawberry full moon. But it's a beautiful ritual if you want to listen to that. But I will be uploading that. Actually, Marianne, I'm going to add you to our healing since you just popped on. But for anybody who is just now tuning in and coming on, and if you hear all the sirens outside, that is not in my apartment. That is outside. But it is time for us to dive into that beautiful closing meditation, because this week has been stirred up probably since Memorial Day here in the US. We're starting the summer kind of slow downs, the easy breezy days of summer. This weekend here in Chicago, we have Blues Fest, we have the Old Town Art Fair, we have all kinds of things going on. So I'm sure that wherever you are, just in this start of June or this particular weekend, there's probably lots going on for you as well. But it's really time to reset, because if you were anything like me during the week, it was do. It was all about doing. It was such an exhaustion. And it just felt like sort of pushing through and needing to push through. So let us wrap up this week so that we can get this beautiful weekend happening for ourselves. Get ourselves into present time and be able to enjoy. So as I said, if you haven't already included a name for the Violet Light Healing, please put it in the chat and I will add it to our list to name. And first names only. I've got several people on the list. It's first names only. So I hope you'll all stick around, because this is really profound. If you've ever experienced or never experienced one of my meditations, it's all about you turning your attention within and tuning in and being able to let go and recenter. So give yourselves a breath, and you can start by finding a comfortable seated position with your feet on the floor. Janet, I already did, my love. Both of you are on my list. I wrote it down earlier. So thank you for reminding me on that. So give yourselves a breath and gently close your eyes or turn your gaze downward. Sometimes people are not in a space where you can close your eyes, or you're not comfortable doing that. That's okay. Just sort of turn your gaze downward, because that will take away some of the distractions that go to our eyes. And just begin to center your awareness and give yourself a breath. So if you're just coming on and you're adding your name, I am absolutely adding you onto the list. So no worries at all. So center your awareness and just begin to notice all the thoughts moving through your mind. And you don't need to do anything with those thoughts. Just let them be there and just notice if there's any particular kind of emotions that you're feeling. Check in with your body. If you're uncomfortable, just breathe into whatever's uncomfortable for you. Notice those thoughts and just let them float right on by as if they were on a river. It's just the thoughts. Rest your attention behind your eyes in the center of your awareness. Say hello to your body. You have this amazing body, but there's so much more to you than this body. And just to become aware of the space that you have. Wherever you are. And now from the center of your head, go ahead and create a connection from the base of your spine to the center of the earth. There's an energy center, a chakra at the base of your spine. It's located right by the tip of your tailbone. That's your first chakra. It's all about your safety and identity. Could call it the seat of your soul in some ways. But just go ahead and create a connection from the base of your spine that goes all the way down into the center of the earth. And maybe you imagine that you're sitting on a tree with roots all the way into the earth. Just imagine yourself connecting with the earth, and then make that connection as wide as your torso and expand it as wide as your aura, your energy bubble that is around you. And give yourself a breath and just feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale. And give yourself space to be who you are as you are without needing to fix or change a thing. Give yourself a breath, and as you exhale, imagine a flow of energy moving down that grounding cord for all that you are ready to let go of. You can let go of all you've done this week, all those things you did, all those things that might still be waiting for you to do. Let go of anything that you might still be fixing or that you're responsible for. Let go of any communications or anything that takes you out of the present moment. And just be right here and now with your breath, with your physical body. And just imagine the earth flowing through you. You can also imagine an energy from the universe flowing through you as well. And just notice, like a waterfall, all that you are ready to release to go down that grounding where it gets neutralized in the center of the planet. In fact, you can let go of all that is not you. We so often carry things for others throughout our beingness. So just let go of all those things. And then let yourself be however you are. If you feel like grieving, just say hello to that. If you feel like light and joyful, say hello to that. If your mind is racing, say hello to that as well. Just embrace all of it and give it all a space to be. You don't need to push it out or change any of it. Just give yourself space to have all that you are. And give yourselves a breath as we enter the space, the sacred space, for our violet light meditation. So give yourselves a breath and just move your attention behind your eyes, again in the center of your head, and just begin to recenter in your awareness. The violet light is a symbol of transformation and spiritual healing. So let us each call upon the divine source of unconditional love. I'd like you to visualize a beautiful stream of radiant violet light or violet flame, so there's going to have other colors in it, that's flowing in through the top of your head, and it's coming down from the divine source and flowing all the way through you. Give yourselves a breath and let the divine violet light flow through you. And let go of any outcomes or expectations. It's really important to let go of outcomes or expectations when we offer healing, because what we want, the end result for what we want, is not necessarily what that being wants. So give yourselves a breath and let go of those expectations. And just experience that light, that violet flame full of love, compassion, and divine grace. Let that light expand within you and fill and restore every cell, organ, and aspect of your being. Allow that light to dissolve any blockages or stuckness or clutter. It can clear any imbalances or what we call dis-ease within us. That is what all disease is, dis-ease. So allow that violet flame, violet light, to just expand and flow into all those areas. And give yourselves a breath. And breathe in the light. The violet light heals more than our physical bodies. It extends its power, its transformative power, to our emotional and spiritual selves, each of us. That part that is more than the molecules and cells in our bodies and atoms and all of that. It goes into all of our energy as well. Give yourselves a breath and welcome and embrace the violet light as it flows through your physical body, releasing pain, illness, or discomfort. And have that violet flame replace it with vibrant health, vitality, and well-being. I want to welcome the new folks who are jumping on right now. Welcome, and you can just jump right in. We're doing a violet flame healing that you will all get a chance to get a healing with. So breathe in the light as it gently clears emotions, trauma, limiting beliefs, and lets us experience profound inner peace and joy and grace and compassion, and most of all, discernment and clarity. Give yourselves a breath and let the violet light expand and surround you. First, about 6 feet around you as it extends beyond your body. Let it radiate into the world, touching the lives of all in need. You can let that violet light even go radiate all around the world, just with your intent and being in the center of it. You are the conduit. You are the 6 degrees of separation coming together to let this light and this transformation flow out. And today we have special prayer requests, and I will add all of you that just jumped on, so welcome. But today we have special prayer requests for the following people, so I'm going to say their names and then I will say the prayer. So prayer requests, healing requests for my mom, Vivian, my friend Aria, for McCarley and her entire family. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. McCarley and her family going through a difficult time. For Sharon, my friend from high school. For Luca and Charlotte, who are going through a major thing, and their family. For Suzanne and Anu and Ming. For Angie and all the people affected by the fires, whether it's the land or the animals that are affected. We pray and offer healing to Janet and her sister Barbara, and for Marianne and LaPortia, and Tammy and Josiane, and Richard and Maria, and Margaret, and Angela. And I think I have everyone. Kaylee, Harish, and my special friend Michael and Lewis. I will add them to the list, and you can continue to add, and we'll just add the intent. But to all those people, we pray for the restoration of their physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. May every cell in their body and your bodies, our bodies, be bathed in healing energy of the violet light, rejuvenating and revitalizing ourselves. May the violet light heal and bring wholeness, restoration, and renewal to every person, every creature, every place on earth. May that violet light heal our waterways and our air and our trees and every corner. May it also offer us wisdom and grace as to how to move forward to help this healing as well. Give yourselves a breath and give yourselves a moment to experience this violet light, this violet flame. And what's it like to create a healing light that not only surrounds you, but can extend to your loved ones, those people closest to you, and then their friends and your friends, and that 6 degrees of separation till it goes all the way around the earth, all the way around the planet. Give yourselves a moment. You are the conduit. We are the conduits. Say hello to your body again. And just see if you're really in a different space than when we started. It looks to me like each and every one of you are. So give yourselves a breath and bring your attention back to the physical body and just allow this flame to just kind of come back in so that the expansion is not going around the world, and just have it 6 feet around you, and then just let that violet flame go and carry with it any of your burdens or challenges and those of loved ones that you've been carrying. Give yourselves a breath and return to the center of your head, the center of your awareness, whole and complete. Notice that glow in the center of your head. Say hello to your feet as you're sitting in the chair and just wiggle your fingers for a moment. And now, as part of our reset for the week, go ahead and give yourselves a breath and imagine a beautiful golden light from the universe coming in through the top of your head and flowing through you. Just let that gold energy flow through you. This is a very body-friendly energy. It will bring you back. It will restore your physical body. And you can even call your energy back from wherever you left it. Give yourself some space, but fill up and refresh your entire space with this gold sun, like taking a cool drink in the summer, a cool drink with ice to cool you down. Just let that flow through you, and then give yourself one more deep breath in and slowly exhale. And really bring your attention back to your body and wiggle your fingers and toes. And even you might want to pat your body for a moment. This is a powerful, powerful healing. So give yourselves a moment. This is just like having when you go have a massage and they say just take a moment, don't get up really fast. So don't get up really fast, but just gently open your eyes, or you can turn your gaze back up and come back to yourself. And give yourself a moment to reacclimate with the space that you're in. Oh, that was really something. Watching the energy of each and every one of you was absolutely an incredible thing to behold. Let me just say, from my place, you all were releasing so much, and you can feel free to, if you can type at this point, you can add some comments in the chats. But you, each and every one of you, really opened up a space for yourselves to shift and reset your energy in a huge way, not even in a little bitty way. So just really come back to yourself and decide that you're going to plan something fun for the weekend. What's it going to be? Are you going to uh, move around the country? Are you going on vacation? Are you going to go to an amusement park? Um, See, that's great. Thanks, Mom. My mom said that was beautiful. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Janet says, thank you so much. I felt wonderful. I really needed that. Yeah, that was a really powerful space. That violet light is very powerful. Um, Angela, thank you for sticking around. This is part of what I do when I teach classes and all of that. I teach you all these techniques that I use, which is the scratching the surface of having awareness. There's so much more to clairvoyance than just predicting the future or seeing. Yeah, those are some abilities. But Connie, thank you for being here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There's so much more to all of us than meets the eye. Yeah. And this is all about opening up in this space. We get caught up in so many distractions. Well, and now is kind of another good time for me to say, welcome all of you, and you can continue to put stuff in the chats. But if you enjoyed that meditation and you should want to support this stream and the lives and everything I'm doing, you can, okay, it's not this side, it's that side. No, it's that side. I don't know. I can't tell. I need to mirror my video and turn it around. Let's see. But in the upper right-hand corner, there is a little QR code up there. I can't even, there we go. There we go. It's right up there, and you can point your phone at it, or you can do it later, and you can donate to this stream until I get enough followers and things like that so that you can do it here. That would be great. I would love to have you, but you can leave a virtual Venmo tip at, let's see here, at Debra-Taitel if you have Venmo. Let's see here. Here is our virtual tip jar. So the QR code in the corner takes you to a virtual tip jar that I have set up, and it's paid through Square. So you can do it from wherever you are in the world. So that's greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to schedule a reading with me, you can schedule that at spiritlightinsight.com/online-booking. Or if you really want to make it easier and you want to book right now, go ahead and I'll leave that up for a minute. Have I confused you with so many technology QR codes? But as you come back to this space, it's always an honor and a pleasure to have you here, especially when you stay for the meditations, because these make such a difference. They will make a difference in your life. They will make a difference in the people's lives around you. Even, when your family starts noticing and coming to you and saying, well, what are you doing? Or my personal favorite is when I go somewhere and somebody says, did you do something with your hair? Or did you get a new new glasses, or what are you doing? It's different. You look so vibrant. You look so this or that. And that is really, truly an amazing space to hear about. And it happens all the time. So if you're walking around and somebody says, what's happened? You look like you have a little twinkle in your eye, and a pep in your step, or whatever, but that you look different to them. It may be that your energy is different, because this is incredibly, we all are aware of each other's energy without being consciously aware of each other's energy. Yeah. So that is the deal. But it's been such a joy to have you all here. Decide to plan something fun. Bodies love to have fun. I love to have fun. Don't we all love to have fun? Um, oh my gosh, Joseanne, thank you so much. I always love spending time in that space with you. Yes, there's several of you on here who have taken classes with me or meditation workshops. I will have more of those coming on board, as well as the meditations on YouTube. I have SoundCloud meditations. There's a free resource on my website. Let's see if I can find the link. Where are you? So there's a page on my website that's called Free Meditations. So you can just go there and grab a free audio meditation. I've got things up on SoundCloud. So do visit my website at spiritlightinsight.com and go through the different pages, see what you're interested in. Message me if you're interested. But for now, we are here in these bodies, and we love to have fun. We love to have experiences, whatever they are. So if you really, truly want to make a shift, get out there, get amongst them, have some fun. If you enjoyed the meditation, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get more of that. Connect with me on social media, wherever. Again, if you want to subscribe, you can click the subscribe button wherever you are, or you can hit on your screen. There's a little subscribe button in one of the corners, in this corner, one of the corners. I'm going to mirror my videos so I get this right next time. Anyway, I will be creating a violet flame meditation as well as others in the guided meditation section. And I hope, unless you have any other questions, if you have any other questions, shoot them at me. I can give you a quick little energy read before we sign off. Let's see if anybody's in there. It's not. There we go. Okay. Well, thank you all for spending this amazing time with me. And for my regular sign off, I will say, keep your spirit light in sight, and always remember to shine your light. It's with much, much, much gratitude. Thank you all for being here, and we will catch you next week. Bye for now.